Reports of human casualties and damage of properties owing to rain causing havoc, especially in the mid and eastern parts of the Tarai region, are still coming in. The death toll caused by floods, inundation and landslides has now climbed to 65 across the country. The Weather Forecasting Division has urged the public to exercise utmost caution so as to avert casualties and damages as far as possible, especially those residing close to river banks. Good morning, I am Prarambha Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. The death toll due to floods and landslides climbs to 65. More than 10,000 families displaced across the country. Confusion looms in the medical education of MBBS and BDS regarding the entrance examination, attributed to the delay in appointment of the Vice Chairman of the Medical Education Commission. Tens of thousands have again taken to the streets of Hong Kong as weeks of anti-government unrest show no sign of stopping. And England are cricket world champions for the first time after beating New Zealand in the emotional and electric grand finale which went to the super over. Ken Williamson adjudged the player of the tournament. The death toll due to disasters induced by incessant rainfall across the country has climbed to 65. The Home Ministry has informed that more than 10,000 families have been displaced across the country due to the floods and landslides. The floods and landslides have caused 7 deaths in Lalitpur, 5 each in Bhojpur and Rohtak, 4 each in Sinduli, Makwanpur and Okholdhunga, 3 each in Kathmandu, Khotang and Kavre, while 2 each in Jhapa, Dhading, Bara, Parsa Mahottari, Udaipur, Dhanusa and Dolpa districts. Likewise, there have been a casualty each in Palpa, Ramechhap, Ilam, Sunsari, Pasthar, Siraha, Surkhet and Chitwan districts. The Weather Forecasting Division has informed that more heavy rain is in the forecast in the eastern and mid region of the country, along with a few places in the western area. The Weather Forecasting Division has also urged the public to exercise utmost caution so as to avert casualties and damages as far as possible, especially those residing close to the river banks. Meanwhile, a majority of settlements in 11 districts in Province 1 and 2 have been inundated due to the incessant rainfall. The deluge has displaced more than 2,100 families in the regions. More than 58,000 locals have been displaced in Province 2 alone. Water flow has been measured at 389,000 cusac at the Saptakosi River. All the 56 gates of the Kosi Barrage have been opened after the water flow crossed the danger level. This is the second time that all the 56 gates of the Kosi Barrage have been opened. The last time all these gates were open was during the 1964 flooding. All the 8 districts in Province 2 have been inundated, while more than 2,000 houses in Saptari have been submerged in water due to flooding in Saptakosi, Khado, Mahawali, Triyuga and Balan rivers. Around 1,100 families have been displaced in the region. 700 families of the Saptakosi municipality have been displaced due to the flooding by Triyuga river. Likewise, 400 families of Hanuman Nagar Kankalini municipality have also been displaced due to the flood. More than 200 families have been displaced in Rohtak, while 150 families have been displaced in Dhanusa district. Hundreds of displaced families have taken shelter in highlands to protect themselves from the deluge. Almost all road sections adjoining the Indian border have been disrupted due to floods and landslides. The water level had elevated to more than 5 feet in Gore due to embankment at the Indian side of the border, risking the lives of the locals. The water level has, however, been brought down following the Nepal government's diplomatic initiative to open the gate of the embankment. Reports of inundation and floods along with displacement of hundreds of families have been coming in from other regions across the country as well. The government has requested the province, local levels and the locals themselves to help in the rescue and relief of efforts of the flood and landslide victims. The emergency meeting of the Council of Ministers said that the official residence of the Prime Minister at Balratar yesterday decided to effectively provide relief to the flood and landslide victims. The meeting also decided to dispatch necessary medicines to the affected areas, provide access to transportation as well as provide drinking water, uninterrupted electricity and telecommunication facilities. The meeting also decided to direct the Home Ministry to make arrangements to provide food and shelter to the victims. Confusion has loomed in the medical education of MBBS and BDS regarding the entrance examination, fees and seat quotas. The delay in the appointment of the Vice Chairman of the Medical Education Commission has affected in determining the date of the entrance examination as the new academic session is nearing. It has also created confusion in determining the number of students to be admitted in colleges. The authority to determine the number of seats and the fee structure and to conduct the entrance examination lies with the Medical Education Commission, which was established 3 months ago. The government had established 3 working committees in order to conduct the entrance examination, set the fee structure, and to give suggestions on the rules and regulations of the Medical Education Commission to elect the Commission's vice chairman. However, the working committees have neither turned in the suggestion reports nor has the Commission's vice chairman has been elected. As a result, the entrance examination, which should be held in 3 months' time, is in dilemma. Candyboo Television has entered into its 17th year of establishment. Having begun broadcasting on the 13th of July 2003, Kantipur Television has been able to provide news, analytical and entertainment programs to Nepalese around the world. Embracing new technology, Kantipur Television has been on air with high-definition technology since last year. Kantipur Television can be viewed in more than 100 countries across the world, while it is also available online on YouTube and the official website as well. Kandipur Television is committed in serving fair and unbiased news along with entertaining programs to the viewers. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the people in Sunsari how are they personally prepared to escape from natural calamities. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
ठुलो बाढी आएको खण्डमा अब भाग्नु नै पर्ने अवस्था हुन्छ यहाँबाट त अब अरु त उपाय त केही नै हुँदैन। अब पहिला यो भन्दा आज भन्दा 1 वर्ष अगाडि आएकोमा पनि हामी स्कुलमा गएर यहाँ सरस्वती स्कुलमा गएर बसेका हौं सबैजना।
आइहाल्यो भने के गर्नु भाग्नु सक्यो भने भाग्यो नत्र खोलाले बगाएर लान्छ सबैलाई।
ठुलो बाढी आएपछि त हामी त माथि नै जानु पर्छ डाँडातिर बस्यो।
आइहाल्यो भने अब ज्यान चाहिँ बचाउन बल गर्नु पर्यो नि सामान भन्दा पनि।
आफैले चाहिँ हामीले केही तयारी गरेको छैनौं न हाम्रो बस्ने ठाउँ छ न हाम्रो जाने ठाउँ छ।
It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, what should be done to make the rescue and relief efforts to the flood victims effective? Your options are A. Increase coordination, B. Implement one-way system, and C. Community motivation. The voting is on. You can type NEWS, select your option A, B or C, and then send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. It is now time for our daily special segment of The Beat. Grass is perhaps the most taken for granted plant, but farmers in Bhutan, a hill district located at a distance of 250 km west from the capital Kathmandu, have started a commercial farming of grass itself. They have started cultivation of various species of plants and are reaping benefit from their business. Dhan Bahadur Kumal of Sarumarani municipality has started grass cultivation of at least 19 different grass species, including Kimbu and Napier, in 26 ropanis of land. Kumal claims that he is making an annual net profit of 400,000 rupees. Likewise, Bhutan Danabari's Krishna Bahadur Khadka has also started a similar business. Khadka has also conducted research work on the quality of grass that can be fed to cattle for better milk productivity. There are some 50 happy farmers who have been commercially growing grass in Bhutan. And now, before we wrap up, here's a look at the top stories one more time. The death toll due to floods and landslides climbs to 65. More than 10,000 families displaced across the country. Confusion looms in the medical education of MBBS and BDS regarding the entrance examination, attributed to the delay in the appointment of the Vice Chairman of the Medical Education Commission. Tens of thousands have again taken to the streets of Hong Kong as weeks of anti-government unrest show no sign of stopping. And England are cricket world champions for the first time after beating New Zealand in the emotional and electric grand finale which went to the super over. Ken Williamson adjudged the player of the tournament. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin is at 11 a.m. Keep watching Kantipur Television SD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day ahead.